Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Kayvon, aka Killer TV. What's up? Welcome to Best Conversations Podcast. What it do? Hey, man, I just wanted to obviously thank y'all for continuing to support the podcast, man. But sometimes, man, I come to a crossroad and sometimes I don't understand why it's not growing at the level that I expect my expectations for this channel to grow. So sometimes I be thinking like, does the people even know me? I think one of the biggest things is keeping people coming back. I think that's the hardest part of this channel is keeping people coming back. And I wonder like why is people not coming back? I mean, we do great views, for our channel our size. The hundreds of views we do on the long form videos and the thousands of views we do on the shorts is not bad, but I'm not content, and I really want to continue to help this channel grow. So, and I just wonder, like, man, do the people even know who I am? Do they really know who I am? Do they know my background? Do they know my origin story? Do they know where I came up from? How many of my day one people on here from when I started this channel back in like 2010 when I was doing like freestyle videos? But, man, I'm just wanting to do a little series on here is get to know me. Get to know me. You know what I mean? Get to know Kayvon. Get to know Killer TV. So, this is episode 1 of Get to Know Me. And if you've seen the title, you like, whoa, how I found peace and no religion. Yeah, a little clickbaitish, but I'm just speaking my truth. Let's go. 10 years old. Guy moves to my neighborhood, and he was probably like 14, 15. He's probably like 15, I guess. He was much older than I was, but he was Muslim, and I never knew what a Muslim was, never heard of it, anything. I'm from a small country town. I don't know nothing about what a Muslim is, and but I've always struggled with religion. I grew up Christian in a Baptist home. And sometimes we do things and we go to church and we do these things, but nobody really explains why. And I'm that kid and I'm that guy that always wants to know why. Why we do this, why we do that. And so, sometimes with your parents, everything is kind of cut and dry and just do it their way and all that. I'm rebellious a little bit. I've always been a little rebellious. I'm always wanting to know quite why we're doing it the way we're doing it. It's just me. So I felt very intrigued of why this guy was a Muslim and what is a Muslim? Why are you not Christian like everybody else? Like why are you Muslim? And we just became friends first, and then it just. The things he was teaching, he didn't force it on us. When I say us, because my brother converted to Islam as well. And he didn't force it on us, but it just made more sense than anything I've heard in a religious sense at this point in my life. And I just was like, wow, I want to do this. But my brother beat me to the punch first. He joined first. And I ain't gonna lie, I was jealous. I was like, man, I want to be the first Muslim in our community. So my brother joins first, and then shortly behind him I joined. And man, then the community of Muslims in this small community just kept building, crazy enough. Kept building. And then from there, man, I was full-fledged Muslim, man, and I was enjoying it. But one thing I didn't know is how strict and how obedient you had to be part of Islam. Man, I was only like 10, 11 years old. Now I'm telling my mom I'm not eating pork. She looking at me like, "Are you serious? You 10 years old talking about you not eating pork in my house?" She was like, "Whatever." My mom kind of went along with it. I'm pretty sure she just thought this was a phase that we was going through. But when she kind of realized, like, yeah, man, we are all in. And no, I'm not eating pork no more. And then And then from there, man, I stopped listening to music. And I'm a hip hop kid, man. I love hip hop. I stopped listening to hip hop. I just really just got on the straight and narrow, man, and it was good, but it was just a little too strict for me. It was a little too strict for me. I struggled with it, and I really did. As the time goes by, man, we was going to the mosque. We was growing up. You know what I mean? I said I was 10, and I was kind of on and off Islam all the way up to past high school, and then everybody was kind of figuring themselves out. You know, everybody was kind of falling off because we was all growing up. We was all young kids. We was all growing up, and we was all kind of understanding who we was. We started liking girls. We started get back listening to music. You know, some people started drinking. Some people started smoking. Some people started having sex. You know, it was just the parts of being a teenager growing up, and then automatically when you see like some of your peers falling off and they're not quite sticking to the religion as we once did, then you kind of fall in line too. And then you grow up, and then I move away. And then you find yourself, you're not praying every day, but then you feel a sense of guilt of, man, I'm having sex, I'm not praying, I'm not doing all these things, and man, I struggled with it, man. I was really struggling with it. I was having the time of my life, but I was struggling with it, and I was worrying about what would happen to me and all this, and man, and it was just pulling on me, man. I didn't quite understand what to do. And then until about 10 years ago, man, to when I found peace and no religion. I found peace in having no religion. I struggled with, man, should I be Christian? Should I be Muslim? Should I be all this? And I eventually found my peace. But let me say this, and let me make this point blank clear. I believe in God. I'm going to say it again. I believe in God. I believe in the higher power. God has blessed me so much in ways that I can never imagine. God has blessed me and my family so much. And I always believe in God. And that's what I will always believe in God. But religion don't work for me. I don't do religion. You know, that just doesn't work for me. And I might be wrong, man. Y'all let me know. Let me know, like, how did y'all find peace? How do y'all make religion work for y'all? But for me, man, I don't do religion. I believe in God, but I don't do religion. And that's how I found my peace. I still go to church because I love the thing that church represents. I love that reset at the beginning of the week and kind of getting you in a good focus, a good vibe, a good reset before you start your week. Also, it's great words in church. It's great people in church. So I definitely still go to church. My kids, I take them to church, but I don't force religion on them. I do let them know there's a God, there's a higher power, but I don't force it on them. My oldest daughter, she reads her Bible, and I feel like she's finding God in her own way. And I don't try to force anything on my children, but believing in God is definitely essential in my life. But yeah, that's how I found peace in no religion. But y'all let me know how y'all find y'all peace. Let me know what has been your religious battle and how have you dealt with it. Let me know in the comments. And like I said, man, this is getting to know me, and hopefully after this series, we can get a better understanding of who I am and make sure y'all and having y'all come back. I can't wait for part 2 of getting to know Kayvon and getting to know me. But yes, so make sure y'all subscribe. Make sure y'all subscribe to Best Conversations Podcast. And to the next video, peace, love, and keep God first. And I promise everything else will work itself out.